Good morning and welcome to Tuesday morning, the 30th of November today. And we continue with looking at God's will from Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. Your will be done. Part of the Lord's Prayer, as we call it. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Today's writer that we will hear from is Kiara Lubitsch, an unknown name to me. Very often, we Christians are blind people who have abdicated our supernatural dignity, for we repeat maybe every day in the Our Father, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But we neither understand what we say, nor do we do, for our part at least, what we implore. God sees and knows the course we must follow every instant of our lives. For each of us, He's established a celestial orbit in which the star of our freedom ought to turn if it abandons itself to the one who created it. Our orbit, our life, does not conflict with other orbits or with the paths of myriad other beings, children of the Father like us, but harmonizes with them in a firmament more splendid than that of the stars, because it is spiritual. God must move our life and draw it into a divine adventure, which is unknown to us, one in which at the same time spectators and actors of the marvelous plans of love, we give moment by moment the contribution of our free will. A divine adventure which is unknown to us, and the contribution of our free will. We can give, not we must give. Or worse, let us resign ourselves to giving. He is Father and therefore is love. He is Creator, Redeemer, Sanctifier. Who better than He knows what is good for us? Lord, may your will really be done. May it be done now and always. May it be done in me, in my children, in others, in their children, in the whole of humanity. Be patient and forgive our blindness, for we do not understand, and we force heaven to remain closed and prevent it pouring its gifts upon the earth. For by shutting our eyes, we say with the way we live that it is night and there is no heaven. Draw us into the ray of your light, of our light, decreed by your love when out of love you created us. And force us to kneel every minute in adoration of your will. The one good, pleasing, holy, rich, fascinating, fruitful will. Thus, when the hour of suffering arrives, we may also see your infinite love beyond it. And we may, being full of you, see with your eyes already on this earth and observe from above the divine pattern that you have woven for us and for our brothers and sisters, in which everything turns out to be a splendid design of love. And may our eyes be spared, at least a little, from seeing the knots lovingly tied by your mercy, tempered by justice, that have been placed where our blindness has broken the thread of your will. May your will be done in the world, and then peace will certainly descend upon the earth. For the angels said to us, on earth, peace among those whom He favors. And if you said there is only one who is good, the Father, then there is only one will that is good, your Father's will. kind of poetic person, isn't she? And if you said there is only one who is good, the Father, then there is only one will that is good. Your Father's will. I love that picture. I've repeated it already once when I read it. God must move our life and draw it into a divine adventure. Boy, if we just could have that thought throughout the day. My life's a divine adventure, which is unknown to us. One in which at the same time spectators and actors of the marvelous planes of love, we give moment by moment the contribution of our free will, not because we have to, not because we must, not because we must resign ourselves to it, but we give. We give because the Father's will is the best. We've got to believe that by faith. Trust in Him today. Live the masterpiece, the divine adventure. Contribute your free will to His purposes, to His will today. Blessings